to the Scamslam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
Honestly, that can wait until after I get off of work. That's not the biggest of my worry. But the biggest of the worry is that it's Saturday, so the buses don't run to get to my job. And I have to be there this afternoon. And it's literally 20 some dollars to get to and from. So 65 and 40 is like 105, and so I'm stressing because I can barely make $2 on here. Yesterday I got off of work at 1:30, and it was supposed to be my easy day, and it took me nearly 7 hours to get help with the motel yesterday because people kept doing their shit, telling people I'm a scammer, all those lies. But luckily, somebody did not believe them and took a chance on me, and I was able to get inside around 7. Oh shit! Why is that like that? Around 7:25, which was a blessing. But I got off of work at 1, and I've been on live since like 1:30. So that was a really long time, and I was just like really negative. So I'm just praying that we have a different outcome today, because I gotta go to work. And it's rainy, cold. I think it's gonna snow. Like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna snow. Like, you can see outside. And, like, that's like rain and fog and cold and shit, but it's gonna turn into snow.
I just want to point out that I am close to his area, and it is currently 47 degrees, and there is no snow in the forecast.
So, no, I'm not. I'm in Pennsylvania. No, I just woke up and I literally just like, it's 8:01 a.m. here. I woke up at like 7 something and just threw my stuff on and came over to the McDonald's because I tried to go live in the hotel room, but the Wi-Fi isn't working. I'm just gonna come over here and stay on live until I have to go to work, and at least if I can, at least make enough to get to work. And then when I get off of work, I'll figure everything else out, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I have a main page that I'm locked out of, and I was in the creator fund, and I was making a small bit from lives, but I don't make videos. Yeah, like I said, I am genuinely like dirt poor until Friday, and it is Saturday. I'm gonna figure everything out somehow. Good morning. I don't got time for people sitting here not doing the bare minimum to help a live streamer's day go well or to help a person in need. I don't have time for people who are on this live stream and genuinely cannot do the bare minimum of tap the screen and help get the 5K likes. Like there's 5 people in here, you're not invisible. You know? I'm gonna do that. I gotta end. It's time. It's genuinely time. I've a long time coming, but I got to. I like I do not want to see that word anymore. I'm like seriously over it. I just did all 3 ways that nobody could ever fucking say that word again. Shit asking me shit about my piercings when I'm in the middle of asking for help. It's almost like no conversation goes on in the chat box unless it's people talking bullshit about these ugly ass piercings. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm a piercer, okay? I'm not going to answer your questions. Google it. Asking me if my piercing hurt is not going to help you. I'm not you. That's number one. Number two, it's always a way to deflect the situation at hand. And I think it's common courtesy. If there's a serious situation going on, acknowledge that situation. Acknowledge it. I'm just like so tired of being asked about my freaking piercings. It's just such a cliche thing, you know? Anything that people could say, and it's like, you've never seen a bridge piercing before. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the compliments and concerns and all that, but like, after a while, it gets so like annoying. And another thing is that there is like people who will like tell people like those streaming pages, and they'll be like, yeah, he hates to answer questions about his piercings, y'all, so ask him about that. I don't hate to answer them. It's just the fact that y'all have started purposefully asking it to the point where maybe if somebody is genuinely asking it, it annoys the fuck out of me because trolls have done it so much. Why am I homeless? It started off with me being in a unloving home and shit like that, and coming out as trans and having mental health issues, and then it progressed into the second time becoming homeless, family issues. I was jumped by my family and then lost my trailer. And at this point now, it's just really on me. Like, I've never really had that stableness in my life since I was 18 years old. I've now been in a cycle where my brain and my body has been functioning in the form of a cycle, and it's in survival mode. So I do keep jobs, but I don't have the time, the consistency, to save at the moment. Like, I'm just, it's not my fault, I understand, but like, my parents passed away. The people who kicked me out at 18, they're gone. So it's like, even though that is the origin of my story at this point, it's just life. That's why I'd be like, that's why when people ask me, I'd be like, life. Because, like, what am I supposed to say? I never had support. I've never had friends. I say it all the time. Like, if I had somebody's couch to crash on for like 2 weeks and be able to stack up a paycheck or two, I would probably have a good start. But like, I'm always paying for motels. Like today, I have to pay $40 to get to and from work. That's $20 each ride, and then $65 for a motel. That's $105 a day just to survive. I'm not even talking about food or anything. You know what I mean? And I know it's not y'all problem on here, but TikTok is my last resort to reach out to anybody who may be in a position to help people like me, because I have never had that and I do not have that in person. I don't have family. My parents were nice enough to adopt me when I was 3 months old. So those people who I've had in my life, I've known them my whole life, and now unfortunately they are in better places. You know what I mean? And that's life. But it doesn't change the trajectory that I was just never set up like other people. And you do, despite anybody, any of those trolls in the back, oh, you could, I could have did not. You have some sort of support. You can't tell me, because I've been in this cycle for almost, at this point, 2023, 24, 25. December will make 3 years. I have been inconsistent with stability. I mean, yes, I've been in motels, and yes, in 2023 to 24, I was staying in the same hotel. So I stayed in the same hotel for a year, but it was the same situation of paying every day, da da da. So yeah, I could keep my clothes in there and I could go to work and not have to worry about that. But when I got off of work, I still had to worry about having a payment and things like that, you know. So it's like that's what shows me that if I did get some support to be able to stack a few paychecks. I just had two jobs before I lost my first one. Like if I had a chance to stack those Johns, I could have been in an apartment, a little studio, a little something where I could put a deposit and pay the first month's rent. Accumulating over $1,300 in 1 month. Just, and that's not even talking utilities, furniture, toiletries, cleaning products, food, pots and pans. That's hard for one person at the age of 25. I just turned 25 on the 13th, halfway to 30, who has no support other than begging on TikTok, and I get shamed for that. It's hard making minimum wage because I'm taking any job and every job that's handed to me, because I don't have what's it called, the opportunity to be picky. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of other people are in this situation as well, but this is my situation, and I'm talking about how I'm navigating it and how I'm trying to stay afloat. I'm pretty sure there may be other people out there who may be superheroes and all that other shit who did, but that's not me. And it's been hard for me. But I think I'm genuinely proud of myself. If you want a longer story on the homelessness, you can click on my main page, and then there is a story time in there that will start from genuine start to finish on how I got into this cycle. Thank you for the rose. Please boost the live. I'm trying to get the 5K likes to get on the For You page. I'm trying to raise 105 to get a motel for today and to get back and forth to work. You just sat and listened to everything I said. Never mind. I'm not even going to respond to that. Anyway. Oh, thank you so much for that, Ray. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's really hard for me to get views, or at least genuine views. You know what I mean? Reach my target audience of people who like care. I reach a lot of trolls. I reach a lot of negativity. I I reach a lot of transphobic people. Um, my taxes always get taken because I don't pay. They try to make us pay school taxes here. I'm not paying for that shit. They've been trying to get me to pay school taxes since 2016. I was in school in 2016. They took my income tax last year. They're gonna take it again this year. I don't give a fuck. Because that's barbaric to me. I once was working with the kid and he poured sauce into the things at Hershey, and I was like, okay, just and I got the plastic container and everything. The sauce is in a can. I said, if you could just put that in this, I'll wrap it, weigh it, and label it, right? He goes, okay, no problem. I'm doing all the work. You'll just have to put the sauce into the container. He takes the whole open can, this big ass can of tomato sauce, and puts the whole can inside the container and hands it to me. I looked at him with a little smile and chuckle on my face, but he was drop dead serious. And he was like, what? What's wrong? And I was like, you were supposed to pour it in. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, genuine, no laugh, no nothing. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on in the schools? This is what you want me to pay taxes for? I'm sorry, I'm not seeing anything efficient. That, I don't, first of all, I scream 6'7", 24/7. I just did that yesterday at work and I felt so immature. 6'7". You funny. No, it's a true story though as well. That's like, and that's what's crazy about it. Thank you, you as well. Can y'all please boost this live stream? We're almost at 5K likes. I really do appreciate all the tappers. I don't have a car. I have absence seizures, so right now I'm not cleared to get my license. Hopefully that changes, though. I take Uber and the bus everywhere. That's why transportation is so expensive. So you're transphobic and angry at yourself for some reason that you had to make that random ass comment. I'm trying to get help with 105, guys. I really need to focus on this goal. I am up early because it's hard for me to get help with the money. So if you guys are just watching for entertainment, please leave because I'm going to start blocking with no shame. Don't care who clips it because I do not want my time wasted. Yesterday I stayed on here for 7 hours to make $65 after work. So if I have to get 105 today, how do you think that I am estimating on that to look? I am functioning homeless. I'm down to one job now and I'm really fucking struggling. So I'm like super poor and I'm trying to get 65 for the motel. But the most important thing is that no buses are running today on Saturday and I have to get to work. So the most important thing, like I don't even care if I have to beg for the motel after work, is the 40 for work. It's 20 to get to work and 20 to get from work. So that's what that's for. And thank you for asking. Like, even if people don't want to help, like, it's nice to ask about what the live stream is really about, other than something very random. You know what I mean? Like, even just asking, what's the goal for? Or this and that. It's extremely helpful. And in my opinion, it's extremely kind just to acknowledge someone struggling. anybody would like to help, I have Chime, PayPal, and Zelle. I would be extremely appreciative. I do show proof of everything. I am extremely honest. I show receipts to everybody who helps me. I only have Chime, PayPal, and Zelle, unfortunately. If making sure that you get to work and you stay somewhere safe when it's raining about to snow in Pennsylvania and 36-degree weather, quite literally, yes, this is what rock bottom looks like. But you know what's the best about the rock bottom? Is that the only way you can fucking look is up. When you at the lowest of the low, you can't go low no more. You can only go up. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'd rather be in rock bottom than anything else, because that assures that I'm either going to stay there or I'm going to make my way out. And considering I just had 2 jobs, lost one, looking for another one again, and I'm begging for money to get to work, early as fuck in my uniform, I'm pretty sure I'm determined to make it out this space. God bless you, though. I used to have a CA, but so many people on here reported it, so they said I was a business, and I'm not one, so now I can't have one anymore, which is okay. You know, what's meant to be will happen. No, PA has buses, it just don't run on Saturdays and Sundays. Thank you, I appreciate that. I don't have any of that. Appreciate it, though. Yeah, Zelle. Definitely Zelle, because I can't. Anything sent to the GoFundMe is extremely appreciated, but I can't cash it out today. So if anybody would like to help today, I have Chime, PayPal, and Zelle. And I am extremely honest, I do show receipts for everything. Like, it took me 7 hours to get help because people will DM people who comment on my things and tell them not to help me and tell them all these lies, tell them I'm a scammer. I don't even fucking know. But luckily somebody just believed in me and finally helped. I was to the point I was crying. I was so exhausted. And I got a receipt. So yeah, I don't post it on here, but I will send it to the people who help me. So there's a lot of people who go, I never seen him show a receipt, because it gets sent to the people who help me in their DM. You know what I mean? I'm extremely honest. I'm just not going to satisfy trolls or people who are monitoring spirits who just want to know everything about my life to judge it and dictate. I want to. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Um, if you follow me, I can send you a message really quickly. Um, I really appreciate you. Honestly though, since it's still early, like I don't know, um, because you said tonight, but I still have the room. I still have the room until 12. I'm in the McDonald's because there's no Wi-Fi in there. But if you if you want to like just not even send me anything and just like I could call you and just have you give them your card number over the phone, I could do that because I know like That's extremely way for you to know that I'm honest, and we could knock that out. And then I would only have to worry about getting transportation to and from work before work this afternoon. But also, I don't know what your life is like, and you said tonight, so you might not even be able to help until later, which is completely understandable. But you know, okay, I can put my. Did you want me to put my Zelle up now, or like, did you mean later tonight? I never said it was $20 for a bus. What are you speaking about? The bus doesn't even run on Saturdays and Sundays, and that's been repeated multiple times. I don't know what day of the week it is for you, but I'm on a Saturday. Okay, I'm gonna pin it right now. Thank you so much. If I block people, they'll just make more pages, so I just try to mute them after. Yeah, they're all just really transphobic. A lot of people don't even care or hate me that I'm asking for help. It's the fact that I'm transgender asking for help. Like, what does it matter? You know? What is it? Why do people focus on the fact that I'm a trans person? Like, what is their obsession with that? There are cisgendered people on here asking for help. You know what I mean? Like, why do they always have to bring that up? There's so many people in here who ask for help who are not transgender. Thank you, Jenny. I really appreciate you. Like, genuinely. Like, so much. I also appreciate you, Rye. Your positivity, your support. Tapping the screen. I genuinely appreciate it. Have I looked into loans? Honestly, no. I'm not even gonna lie. I've mentioned this only one time before, but like I'm extremely educated. I went to Catholic school, performing arts high school, but like when it comes to common sense in the real world, I don't have it because I was one of those children where my mom had taken care of so many other children. I was adopted when I was 3 months old. Um, my mom had taken care of, I was the youngest. So many children that by the time she got to me, she genuinely didn't even want to take me. But it was either that or I was going to go into foster care. Because my biological mother, was trying to give me over for rock, like literally. Um, it was a real bad. Like people don't know my real life. Like it was a real bad situation. So I learned after my mom passed away last year to see it this way, but my whole life I did not see it this way. But I was the most neglected, and I used to see it as she hated my guts and she just never wanted me. But now I see that she was tired. This was a repetitive thing for her. My older siblings were not the easiest people, especially the boys in and out of prison. A lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of hardship. She was an older woman. So that shit wasn't easy for her. So I seen it as, oh my God, she hates me out of everybody when it was depression, menopause, being tired, retirement wasn't kicking it. The VA wasn't trying to make, she was 65% disabled and she fought the Veterans Assistance Office. And the VA, since 1998, she said? In 2015, she had a decision, finally. They only gave her 20%. She appealed it. It took from 2015 to 2020 motherfucking 2 for them to even call her about that damn appeal. 2023, my mom was only considered 65% disabled. She could not walk, though. She was on full-time oxygen. And they were trying to do nothing. Like, the VA really don't do much for their people. That's why you gotta really appreciate them folks who are serving our country. because they go through hell and then they come out here and then they go through hell again. But anyway, I don't have Cash App. So, yeah. But anyway, my mom was just like a really tired, exhausted person, and so everything that like my siblings got taught, like simple shit. Like my mom, for my sister's first, like all of my siblings' first apartment, my mom was their co-signer. Like my mom did everybody's, like, we didn't do, like, I do TurboTax, but like my mom was one of those people to do people's taxes. Like I don't know what she did, but like she would sit down and like all my family members would bring their taxes to her. So like she taught my siblings how to do their taxes. My siblings know how to do their taxes. Bitch, I will put my shit into TurboTax so quick. I don't know what y'all are doing. You know what I mean? It's like I have book smarts, but I don't have, like, not common sense, but like life. How does, I'm in, like, I know, like I just taught myself about credit this year and just started building credit on Chime. But before that, I wasn't taught about credit. My ex-fiance, they even were telling me, they were like, I've been on my parents' credit since I was like 15, so I got this score. And I'm like, damn, I didn't really even know how important credit was as an adult. Like, even if you're really well off, you should have a credit score, and it should be really good. Things like that. So like I'm not really educated on loans, how to take up a loan, if I'm even qualified for a loan. I know that my credit score is at like a 580 something now. It's like good or whatever. But that's on Chime, so I don't know if that is consistent with the FICO or whatever. I'm like educating myself on all that, experience and everything. But like, no. So I don't know if I can go for a loan. It would be nice if I fucking could. I do know that I want to, I do want to look into 401ks, because I recently learned that I could have some money tucked away in 401ks from previous jobs, especially just my last job. I know was taking so much from my paycheck for 401k. And I don't know. Like, I'm also functioning autistic. I do have learning, like, I have an IEP, but like I am like just like, my teachers always called me resilient. Like they'd be like, you're so resilient for what you go through. Like you're so resilient, Royal. Like I don't get it. And then, like, when I got older, they'd be like, you're extremely high functioning. Like, that's what my doctors would tell me, like, you're extremely high functioning. And then my ex would be like, you're masking. So, like, oh my God, thank you for these gifts. What the hecky? Thank you so much for these gifts. So it's like, I don't know, like, if somebody would take their time, be patient, and guide me through it, I could probably pick it up. But I've never had anybody who has, or anybody who cared to take the time. Like, what are you trying to get on about? You're not even making no sense. My parents are military. That's what they did when they were here. Okay. They're gone. Okay. And they're my parents. No matter if they're dead or alive, they're my parents. Okay? That doesn't expire when they pass away. I don't know if your parents stop being your parents when they pass away. Clips of me saying what? You just quoted everything that I literally said. You did that. Everything that I said, you just repeated and tried to make it seem like a lie. So what are you talking about? This has been the same story my whole life because this is my life story. A known scammer. Yet not one proof of me scamming has ever come out. More than enough people say I show them receipts. When y'all can point to an actual scam, point to a video that somebody has posted with proof that I scammed them. Stop pointing people to clips of me yelling at people who rage baited me by talking negatively about my mom and shit. Just like you're trying to do right now. You're trying to rage bait me so I can probably yell and get mad. And then they'll clip it and be like, see, this, that, and that. No. Point these people to an actual video that says, this is the scam, this is how he scammed me, this is the proof, this is what I found out, this is that, this is this. Stop pointing to people that saying, oh, he blocked me. Yeah, I did block you, I don't care. That's not scamming you. That's setting a boundary. Look up the definition of a scam, a con artist. Blocking somebody you don't want anything to deal with anymore is not scamming. It's called, I don't want to deal with you anymore. And half of those people are people who have disrespected me. There has been people who have sent me money, have never sent me money again. They still around. Clock it. You owe me a soda. We just said that at the same time. Also, thank you for helping me in the past. There's been people who have helped me before and just been like, no. I've asked for help again. I've texted them, asked them for help again. They've been like, no, I can't help you. I've been like, I understand. Thank you. They're still around. There's been people who has helped me, and then I've messaged them before, and they've disrespected me after I asked them for help again, or they've constantly left me on red and made me feel as though I was a burden or that they did not want me in their life. When that happens, why would I keep you around? It's not the simple fact that you didn't help me with money, and I've been repeating this same thing since 2023. It's the fact that you didn't even see me as a person. If you left me on red, you could have spent those 3 seconds saying no, or I'm sorry you're going through that, but I don't have it. Or, hey, I helped you out one time, but I wasn't going to become someone consistent. You know, communication when somebody is messaging you about a crisis is important. And I do understand that sometimes people may have the inability to say no, because I used to be one of those people. And that's why I know that there are so many other ways to go around it. You know, but I feel as though people who have left me on red numerous times, but then also come into my live streams and start talking like I've never DM'd them, or they'll watch my story, or they'll just be plain disrespectful, you know, yes, I'm going to block you, whether you have helped me out with money in the past or not, because why would I want that around me? There's been people who has helped me with extreme funds and then blocked me right after. Because they just wanted to help someone and didn't, you know what I mean? And I was cool with that. Like, genuinely, I've had a woman pay for my whole week in a motel and then block me right after I've never seen her again. And I was so grateful for that. So there's people in here who sent me $5, $10, $11, which is extremely appreciative, disrespected the fuck out of me, had a boundary set against them, and then automatically I've scammed them. Okay. Well, then that's going to have to be your sentiments. You can stand on that, and I'm just simply not going to give a fuck, because that's not scamming. And I'm not ever going to change that I do that. I'm not. And you want to know something that my therapist actually told me before she quit our whole company? My therapist quit our whole company. They were trying to get her to do some weird shit. I told y'all about that. It's okay. I'll find a new one day. But my therapist said, It's important that you're grateful, but it's not important for a relationship. And here's why. When you are on those live streams, Royal, those people don't really know you and you don't really know them. They may sit in your live streams and get an idea of you and decide to help you. And that is good. And you can be appreciative of that. But personalities don't always go together. Sometimes personalities clash. And she let me know this can happen in a work environment, this can happen in families, even relationships down the road. A lot of the times, there has been even sometimes people have helped me, and then I haven't even done anything to them, but maybe they've watched my live streams. Like, okay, here's for an example. I have had, trying to respectfully, I have had this person help me with some funds, and she was an extreme, you know, Republican. I didn't see that on her page at first, and I don't really talk about politics on my page, so it wasn't even none of that vibe. You feel what I'm saying? But she helped me out. It was a nice bit. She did message me a couple of times, just telling me not to worry about people that she watches. Some of those streamers on the beggars page that she'll take people by case, and she was glad to help me and felt like I was going to go somewhere. And I was like, oh yeah. And I'm not even going to lie, I didn't look at her page. I was very appreciative. Sometimes I look at people's pages, sometimes I don't. I'm going to be honest. But she followed me. I ended up following her back. Then one day after the whole CK thing happened, I was speaking out about it and how I felt about it. And I just noticed her one comment was, "Oh, you don't care for Charlie?" And when I clicked on that page, it was like account not found. She blocked me. I was like, "Oh, okay, personality clash." But that don't mean I scammed her. She helped someone out in the moment from the kindness of her heart, and then later on realized, oh, something she cares really passionately about, I don't give a fuck about. And that's a boundary that she set. That's fine. I don't hate her. I don't think, fuck her. I don't care. She stood on that. I still appreciate her help. So what is the difference with me? A lot of the times people come in here and help me, and I do become, mutuals with them, or I'll follow them and whatnot, because some of the times I've been harassed by people who have just helped me and just wanted a lot more. I don't know, a lot of people see me as a tranny, ugly, whatever you think, but there are people in the world who will prey on people in a situation and want something else from it. 2024, especially after my mom died, was the weirdest fucking time of my life, where I had grown-ass people the age of my own mom helping me, and then flirting with me or calling me their son type, and then getting mad at me when I didn't respond to them calling me handsome 6 times in a row. You feel me? Or sending me pictures of them constantly via text messages, and I appreciate y'all help, but I didn't know this is what I was getting into, so then I blocked them. And I know 2 of those people who still, and Mimi so blessed is one of them, who constantly is on all of I haven't spoken to her since 2024, right after my mom died, because I blocked the fuck out of her. Because my mom just died. I don't need you telling me 6 times in a row via text, I'm so handsome, and I don't need to be crying with that handsome thing. Girl, I'm crying because my mom is dead. You're the age of her. So in all the beggars pages that post me, she goes, and I still got him. If y'all want to know his phone number, I still got the info. Trying to dox me and shit. Girl, why are you doxing somebody? You're 60. I thought that was so weird. The only person around that time who had ever genuinely helped me and been like, oh, I'm gonna be like a mom figure to you, who like genuinely stuck like a mom figure, even though we ended up clashing in the end because of our own mental illnesses, was this woman named Iyanka. And she helped me so much with motels. She was actually one of the first people who ever helped me get into a motel in 2023, around the time when my family jumped me and kicked me out, and I was staying in sheets around Thanksgiving and Christmas. And, you know, she stayed in my life for about a year, even after my mom passed away. And then, you know, we got into a little powwow on the live stream and ended up blocking each other and just never re-spoke to each other again, which I'm fine with. But, like, I'll always be honest and be like, she was one of the only older people who, like, genuinely, I think, was worried about me and seen me like a child, like one of her own children. So, like, I'm still in the middle of, like, people helping me, and I have that trauma reflex, like, oh, I have to give them all of me or they're going to say I'm scamming them. And now I'm also in that also half where I'm like, no, fuck you. I don't owe you nothing. I'm getting out of that. Y'all took advantage of a motherfucker who was young and hurting, and that shit's weird. So I'm at a 50-50% of that. So when people help me, yes, I will follow you. Yes, I will message you back. But a lot of the times I'll go live and we'll talk and talk and talk, and I realize slower down, like, oh, I don't really agree with you, or we're not really like, we're not really, you know, getting along like that. That should be fine for me. That should not be considered scamming. Me blocking someone because they disrespected me or made me feel hurt or made me feel like a burden should not be scamming when it's a simple boundary. Now, if I asked for something on this live stream and I used it for something else and somebody has proof of that, that's fucking scamming. That's theft by deception. Game on. I've never done that. There's been times where I haven't even had a gardening card because I garden. And I've come on here like, yo, I don't have no money. I don't get paid. I know people hate it, but will anybody spare some money so I can get a card? I got shit on for it, but I did it. Because what would I need to lie for is my point. So that's why all these pages, all these people, oh, he's a scammer. What would I need to scam for? It's begging, for crying out loud. What did you guys clash about? Who? Thank you, Michelle. My mom passed away really randomly. We don't know what happened. It was a mix of a lot of things. I believe prolonged COVID pneumonia took a very big toll on her as well. It was a very unexpected thing for my whole family. It was very weird the way it happened. And it crumpled me inside. My mom had COVID pneumonia twice. She was put in a medical coma 2 different times. She was going through a lot. I don't like to talk about it though. Can we switch the topic? Back to my goal. So sorry. It's okay, you don't have to be sorry. Thank you, pretty baby. I appreciate that. Am I happy? Sometimes. Anyway, I'm trying to get help with 105. It's 65 for a motel room and 20 to get to work and 20 to get from work. If anybody would genuinely like to help, I have gotten 0. The people who said that they were going to Zelle me did not Zelle me. If anybody would like to help with anything, I do have PayPal, Chime, and Zelle. I do show receipts. I'm genuinely honest. I'm just trying to get help. Yeah. Please boost the live stream to help get the views back up. I noticed that when people are in here trolling me, they will stream the live streams and people will be in here. But I'm starting to wonder, when I start talking about my life and allowing people to get to know a little bit more of me and a lot more of my story, I wonder if they stop streaming it. Because I noticed that people will always leave when I start talking about my life and start talking like real shit and letting people in on the shit that I keep a secret and the shit I go through privately. And there's a whole bunch of people in here when I'm just asking for help. But when I'm being a genuine human being and trying to give people an insight of where I'm coming from, nobody's in here. That's okay. I appreciate your kindness and your support. I can't get one. If somebody in here that I trust has a Cash App, I will ask them to use theirs and they can send it to me via Chime, PayPal, or Zelle. But I just can't get one. The app won't allow me to. I know that they screen record me. It's okay though. Oh shit, I'm on live. I be forgetting I'm on live sometimes. We are $60 off of the room, guys. If anybody would like to help, I do have Chime, PayPal, and Zelle. Anything adds up. I'm extremely honest. I show receipts every time for the motel. Here was yesterday's. It's going to be the same price today. I am extremely honest. Just trying to get some shelter before I go to work. I've been on here literally since 8 a.m. It's 11:20, and I'm stressing and freaking out. I don't have a vehicle because I can't drive, because I have absent seizures, so I cannot get my license right now. Hopefully one day though. I use a lot of Ubers and buses and walk everywhere I go. It's okay. Y'all don't have to be sorry. It's okay, guys. They said, oh, no car? We sitting. I don't think I've had more people say I'm sorry about my own living situation, but 2 people just said they're sorry I don't have a car. Sorry. No, I understand. It is a really... If I could, I think that would maybe solve a lot. You know, you could sleep in one, you could do Uber, Lyft, Instacart, get back and forth to work for free. You know. So I get why y'all ask. It's just not in my books. I went that one too, so I understand. No, it's really hard. Like, it's like 20 some dollars to get back and forth from my job, bro. I'm not joking. I can show you the screenshots. I got off of I got off of work. I be working like really late shifts. Like, so I got off work the other day and I just could not believe my eyes because I was trying to get from work, and why the fuck was it trying to charge me 40 some dollars at 12 o'clock in the morning, and it would not go down. It would not go down. I had to get a friend and send them the funds and have them use their Uber to, oh my gosh, thank you so much. The goal is now 50, guys. We are 50. I'm going to put on the screen how much away we are. We're 50 away now. Thank you so much. Like, I genuinely appreciate you. I appreciate everyone. If anybody else would like to help with anything, I like, bro, I'd be so appreciative. And I'm honest. I'm trying to get $50 help for a motel room before I go to work. If anybody would like to help, I gratefully appreciate it. I have Chime, PayPal, and Zelle. I am extremely honest. I show all receipts of anything that people may need. Thank you so much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I really do appreciate everything that you're doing to help and support my cause. Like, genuinely. You are the only one out of all these fucking bots who are helpless just watching me. And of course, all of them are colored. I mentioned earlier that nobody of my race ever helps me or even fucking cares. I literally only get help from Hispanics, which is like the most grateful thing ever. Like, genuinely. And I just looked at my fucking viewers, and you are the only person supporting me, but my whole viewer is full of, guess what? Only people of color. Yeah. Life is so fucking miserable, bro. Thank you for the gift. I get brought down by my own people so much, bro. It's just so annoying. Because, like, they know sitting in here shadow bans me. They know damn well that it shadow bans me. That's exactly why they're doing it. Like, I can't make this shit up. There's nobody, like, I gotta put these people out there because there's nobody else in this live stream that is harassing me or making me feel bad or not helping. Like, genuinely. Like, genuinely. These are the people. Every single last fucking one. Thank you, Barbs. Shit fucking sucks, dude. It's like we're the community who struggles the most. Like, especially in 2025 and everything that's coming the fuck up, we are one of the most struggling races. Like, we're not any different. We also need to fear ICE. Like, we need to fear a lot of shit that's going on. But I fear that so many people are so comfortable already. They are, what do you call it? Frog in the boiling water? Frog sitting in boiling water. I think that's the term. Thank you. I appreciate tapping the screen. That supports me a lot. It helps me a lot more than you think. I appreciate that. No, they already know because I repeat it all the time. They are choosing to sit in here and get me shadow banned. They're not doing it because they can't help. They're doing it because they don't want to. They're trolls. They are purposefully being negative. Because I repeat it all the time. I repeat, please tap the screen. Put hashtag FYP. If you could repost a live, share, anything. It's free. And they repeatedly will just sit in here and just stare. It's disgusting. And it's always black people. Like, I don't give a fuck how they feel about it. You need to be called out. Like, people gotta start calling people back and bringing shame. You want people to be against you so bad, let's really do it. Because I promise you, a lot of the issues in our own community, we bring upon ourselves. And I've been saying this a long time. I have told people so much that I am so much of an advocate of my race and my community that I will defend it from anybody, even ignorant black people. I will defend my community from. And if that doesn't make sense to you, oh well. I'm in touch with all resources. What I need right now is the motel. Like, it's an immediate issue, not a long-term issue. I have a job, I have plans, I have this. I'm on homeless food. Like, I already am. People talk about resources. And you are the resource. This is the resource that I'm at. Like, this is the resource I've come to. You are the resource. It's like so dismissive. of the situation at hand. And I understand that it's unconscious. It's unconscious. But it still is. And it has to be called out in order for there to be a change, or for other people to be able to notice a pattern. Hello. Hun, that's exactly what I'm doing. You make no sense, so I'm going to block you and not give you that attention you need. Go back to school and then come back and have this debate. I'm tired of giving people who want to sound educated and aren't actually educated in my comment section any type of attention. Like, genuinely. I'm wasting my degrees. I'm from Pennsylvania. No. If anyone would like to help with the 50 for the motel, I have Chime, PayPal, and Zelle. I would gratefully appreciate anything that is sent. I am extremely honest. I share receipts. I've repeated it multiple times. I don't know what more to say. And I'm not going to keep repeating myself and going above and beyond to entice you guys to help me. It's either somebody has a fucking heart, they're going to help, or not. Because I've been repeating the same thing over and over and over again. I'm not going to make up a whole new sob story to entice people. This is what it is. Either you care and you're going to help, or you're not, you're going to get blocked. To my people who are tapping the screen and doing everything that they can to support me, I really appreciate you.